us for a reason. Didn't need us to explain. We'd said all the hard words earlier. Let the quiet remain. I was used to silence meaning distance, meaning someone letting go. But you sat right there beside me, like you already knew. You didn't fill the air with answers, you just stayed calm and close. This was a love wrapped in warm silence, not empty, not afraid. Just two hearts resting easy after everything was said. Every fear I learned to hide finally loosened its grip. I didn't know how safe love could feel, wrapped in warm silence like this. Your hand found mine without thinking, like it always knew the way. No rush to chase tomorrow, no need to ask it to stay. I'd been living in the louder moments, thinking that's where love was found. But the way you breathed beside me said more than any sound. For the first time in a long, long while, I didn't feel alone. It was a love wrapped in warm silence, steady as the evening light. Nothing broken, nothing missing, just holding through the night. Every doubt that whispered leave now slowly lost its place. I didn't know how peace could sound this real, wrapped in warm silence and grace. Maybe love ain't built on speeches or the perfect thing to say. Fall away. I don't need the past forgiven, I don't need tomorrow clear. If you're still here when the room goes still, that's everything right here. Yeah, love wrapped in warm silence changed the way I'd understand. Not loud, not fragile, not demanding, just steady as your hand. If the world gets noisy again, if the nights grow long sometimes, I'll remember where my heart learned rest. In a love wrapped in warm silence. Electric guitar gently reprises. The opening melody as soft piano fades in, warm and unhurried, dissolving into a deep, peaceful hush. I was chasing something just out of reach, calling restlessness my plan. Every road felt temporary, like I never meant to land. I kept my bags half packed with doubt, stayed ready to move on. I thought a dream was all I'd ever had, never knew where I belonged. Then you looked at me like staying wasn't something to be afraid of. This was a dream that grew into home, not all at once, not overnight, just learning how to breathe again. In your quiet life, every mile I thought I needed led me back to where I am. I didn't know how far I've been running from a dream that grew into home. We talked about the years behind us, all the nights we learned to bend. You said I don't need perfect answers, I said neither do I then. I've been living on borrowed courage, afraid of standing still. But your calm felt like permission to let the moment feel. For the first time in a long, long while, I unpacked my heart. It was a dream that grew into hope, steady through the unsure days, not loud enough to call it fate, just honest in its ways. Every scar I tried to guard found a softer place to land. I didn't know how safe love could feel till the dream grew into home. Maybe love ain't built in lightning, maybe it's built in time, in the way you say my name or read between the lines. I don't need the world rewritten, I don't need the past undone. If I wake up where your breathing is, I've already won. Yeah, a dream that grew into home, still standing, still alive. Not because it never wavered, but because we chose this life. If tomorrow asks me who I am or where I finally belong, I'll point to everything we became from a dream that grew into home. surprise us. The opening theme as soft piano fades in, warm and resolved, dissolving into a long, peaceful quiet. We were counting miles instead of days, learning patience the hard way. Every goodbye felt unfinished, every call faded too late. I trace your voice through the static, like it was close enough to hold. I was living on borrowed courage, just hoping love was strong enough to hold. You said don't measure this in absence, measure it in what survives. This was a love that covered every distance, not fast, not easy, but true. Every road that tried to pull us apart still led me back to you. Through the silence, through the doubt, through the nights that felt too long, I didn't know how far a heart could reach till love covered every distance. I watched seasons change without you, learn the shape of waiting rooms. Every sunrise felt unfinished, every night arrived too soon. But the thought of you stayed constant, like a North Star in my chest. Even far away you held me, closer than the rest. I stopped fearing the space between us and trusted what remained. It was a love that covered every distance, not blind faith, not pretend, just two hearts choosing each other again and again. Every fear I used to carry lost its reason to exist. I didn't know love could be this strong, a love that covered every distance. Maybe it's belief, holding on through empty rooms and fragile weeks. I don't need you next to me every second, every day. If I feel you in my breathing, you're never far away. Covered every distance, still standing, still alive. Not because the road was gentle, but because we didn't hide. If tomorrow put space between us, if the miles try to insist, I remember what brought me through it all. A love that covered every distance. electric guitar gently reprises the opening melody as soft piano fades in, warm and expansive, dissolving into a quiet, endless horizon.
Still after all the words, like they'd finally had their say. I was used to that kind of silence, being where love slips away. I'd seen too many moments in when the talking finally died. So I held my breath, waited for the door and the part where you decide. You didn't reach for distance, you didn't fill the air. This was a love that stayed even and quiet, didn't need a sound to survive. When the noise fell out of the room, it was still right by my side. Every fear I learned to trust lost its reason to remain. I didn't know how real love was till it stayed, even and quiet. We sat with everything unfinished, let the moment choose its pace. You looked at me like nothing broken needed rushing or replaced. I'd been guarding all my feelings like silence always meant goodbye. But your calm felt like an answer that didn't need to try. For the first time in a long, long while, I didn't feel alone. It was a love that stayed even and quiet, not afraid of what we didn't say. No promise to shout it to the ceiling, just choosing to remain. Every doubt that whispered run out slowly lost its claim. I didn't know how safe my heart could feel in a love that stayed even and quiet. Maybe love ain't built on talking or finding the perfect line. Maybe it's built on presence when the world goes still in time. I don't need the past forgiven, I don't need tomorrow clear. If you're here when words fall short, that's everything right here. Yeah, a love that stayed even and quiet changed the way I understand. Not loud, not desperate, not fragile, just steady as your hand. If the nights grow heavy again, if the silence calls my name, I'll remember who stayed with me then. A love that stayed even and quiet. rush bends warm river, like echoes moving down quiet. The city finally settled down, like it knew we needed space. Streetlights leaned into the windows, soft shadows on your face. I've been living in the louder hours, letting days decide too much. Never thought the night could listen the way it did to us. You moved closer without a sound, like you didn't want to break the air. It was a night filled with gentle footsteps, every moment walking slow. No rush to reach tomorrow, no need to let it go. Every fear learned how to soften, every breath found where it led. I didn't know how quiet love could feel in a night filled with gentle footsteps. We talked in half-finished sentences, let the silence finish the rest. You smiled like you trusted stillness, like it knew us best. I've been guarding every feeling, like it might not survive. But the way you stayed so present made the dark feel kind. For the first time in a long, long while, I wasn't watching the clock. And that night filled with gentle footsteps, nothing asked us to explain, no promises, no question, just walking through the same. Every doubt I carried with me set itself gently down. I didn't know how safe it felt to stay in a night filled with gentle footsteps. Maybe love don't come crashing in, maybe it arrives like this, soft enough to hear your heartbeat in the space you almost miss. I don't need the future written, I don't need the past undone. If this moment keeps on breathing, I've already won. Yeah, a night filled with gentle footsteps still echoes when I close my eyes. Not because it promised forever, but because it felt alive. If the world grows loud again, if the days forget their grace, I'll remember where my heart learned peace. That night filled with gentle footsteps. Electric guitar slowly reprises the open motif as soft piano fades in, warm and unhurried, dissolving into a deep, tender quiet.
I was standing on the edge of my silence, letting the nights decide my name. Every prayer felt half forgotten, every hope learned how to fade. I wore my loneliness like armor, told myself I didn't care, but the choir kept asking questions. I was too tired to answer them. And you spoke without raising your voice, like you knew where the cracks would be. You were a whisper, strong enough to save me. Not loud, not asking why, just steady as a hand on my shoulder when I couldn't meet the sky. Every fear I couldn't outrun finally loosened its hold on me. I didn't know how close I was to fall until a whisper was strong enough to save me. You never tried to pull me forward, never told me who to be. You just stayed when I was breaking and made the dark feel less like me. I've been living on borrowed strength, counting days instead of dreams. But the way you said my name that night made me want to believe. For the first time and forever, I didn't turn away. You were a whisper, strong enough to save me. Not a promise carved in stone, just the truth in quiet presence, saying I wasn't alone. Every scar I tried to hide felt lighter in your honesty. I didn't know how healing could arrive as a whisper strong enough to save me. Baby, love ain't meant to rescue us or erase where we've been. Maybe it's meant to meet us gently when the fight wears thin. I don't need the world to make sense, I don't need the past explained. If your voice is still beside me, I'll walk through anything. You were a whisper, strong enough to save me, still echoing even now. Not because the night disappeared, but because I learned how to stand again, to feel again without armor, without fear. I remember who I became that night from a whisper, strong enough to save me. The electric guitar reprises the opening melody. A soft piano fades in, warm and resolute, dissolving into a long, quiet breath of light. We were standing at the edge of a moment, neither sure what came next. Every word felt fragile, like it might break if we spoke it too fast. I've been living by the ticking, letting hours tell me who I am. Then your fingers brushed against mine, and the world lost its plan. You didn't pull me any closer, you didn't ask me to stay. You
just held on like the second was enough either way. When time slowed for our hands, it didn't stop, it just listened. Every second leaned toward us like it wanted permission. All the rush I'd been running in finally loosened its demand. I didn't know how fast I've been living till time slowed for our hands. We didn't talk about tomorrow, didn't try to make it last. Your smile said everything, I was too careful to ask. I've been measuring my life in distance, in the space between then and now, but your touch felt like an answer I didn't know how to say out loud. For the first time in a long, long while, I wasn't reaching ahead. When time slowed for our hands, it didn't promise it would stay. It just gave us room to breathe in the quiet of that space. Every fear I used to outrun fell silent where we stand. I didn't know how calm could feel this deep when time slowed for our hands. Maybe love don't change the hours, maybe it changes how they feel. It turns a moment into shelter, something honest, something real. I don't need forever spoken, I don't need the ending plan. If this second keeps on breathing, I'll let go of everything else I am. Yeah, time slowed for our hands, and it changed the way I stay. Not afraid of what might end, or what tomorrow might take away. If the world starts rushing back, if the days demand I stand, I'll remember who I was right then, when time slowed for our hands. We were standing in the aftermath of words we couldn't take back. Every silence felt heavier than the truth we lacked. I'd been carrying the weight of doubt like it was safer than belief. I was ready to let go of trying, ready to accept defeat. Then you reached for my hand, like the story wasn't done. That's when we chose hope again, not because it was easy or sure, but because love still whispered there was something worth fighting for. Every fear loosened its grip, every hurt began to bend. I didn't know how close we were to healing when we chose hope again. We talked about the nights that shaped us, all the times we almost broke. You said I'm tired of being guarded, I said I'm tired of losing hope. I'd been measuring the future by the damage of the past, but your eyes were steady and open, like this moment could still last. For the first time in a long, long while, I didn't turn away. When we chose hope again, it didn't erase the scars. It just showed us how to hold them without letting them pull us apart. Every doubt I used to trust lost its reason to pretend. I didn't know how strong we still were when we chose hope again. Maybe love ain't built on certainty, maybe it's built on choice, choosing each other in the quiet when fear is the loudest voice. I don't need tomorrow promised, I don't need the ending clear. If we're still standing right here together, hope is already here. Yeah, we chose hope again, in a way I won't forget. Not because the road was gentle, but because we didn't quit. If the night comes back demanding, if the light feels thin and dim, I'll remember who we became that day, when we chose hope again. Electric guitar reprising the opening melody, as soft piano fades in, warm and steady, dissolving into a long, hopeful quiet. Learning how to keep my head down. Every dream stayed just above me, like it didn't want to come around. I've been folding my expectations, making hope easier to carry, calling distance being careful, calling quiet being ready. Then you looked at me like you could see what I never let myself try. When you found my open sky, you didn't tell me how to fly. You just stood there in the daylight, letting me decide. Every fear that kept me small finally loosened by and by. I didn't know how wide my life could feel when you found my open sky. Never asked me to be fearless, never pushed me past my pace. You just trusted what was growing in the space we learned to make. I've been measuring my future by the weight of where I'd been, but the way you stayed so patient, let the light start settling. For the first time in forever, looking down. When you found my open sky, it didn't promise perfect days, it just gave my heart some air again, in the most honest way. Every doubt I'd learned to keep drifted off like passing clouds. I didn't know how
Maybe love don't build the wing, maybe it clears the view, shows you there was always space waiting inside you. I don't need the rising on, I don't need the end in sight. If I wake up breathing deeper now, that's enough light. Yeah, when you found my open sky, I learned how hope can stay. Not loud, not fast, not reckless, just wide enough to stay. If the storms return someday, if the ground feels far below, I'll remember who believed in me when you found my open sky. Electric guitar gently reprises the opening theme as soft piano fades in, warm and expansive, dissolving into a calm, endless blue. Clean electric guitar, only slow, careful bends, warm reverb, like something fragile being uncovered. I'd been living under careful layers, keeping feeling out of sight. Every truth I ever carried stayed locked up for the night. I learned how to laugh just enough, say the words that felt safe to say. I convinced myself I was complete, while my heart stayed tucked away. Then you looked at me like you could see past the parts I chose to show. When you lifted my hidden heart, you didn't rush or pull too hard. You just held it like it mattered, like it wasn't broken or scarred. Every fear I learned to hide lost its reason, lost its start. I didn't know how heavy I'd been living till you lifted my hidden heart. You never asked me for explanations, never asked me to be brave. You just stayed through the quiet moments, let my truth find its own way. I'd been afraid my deeper feelings would ask for more than I could give, but you treated every piece of me like it deserved to live. For the first time in a long, long while, I didn't feel exposed. When you lifted my hidden heart, you didn't ask it to be loud, you just gave
confessions, or words that steal the air. Maybe it's found in gentle patience and knowing when to care. I don't need the perfect language, I don't need the past undone. If my heart is safe right where it is, then I've already won. When you lifted my hidden heart, I learned how trust can start. Not all at once, not without fear, but with staying part by part. If the world grows loud again, if the nights turn sharp and hard, I'll remember who stood with me then. When you lifted my hidden heart. Electric guitar softly reprises. The opening melody as piano fades in, warm and unhurried, dissolving into a deep, gentle calm.
Evenings used to stretch forever. After the noise had all gone home, I'd sit with half-finished thoughts in rooms that felt overgrown. The clock would talk too loudly, the TV just filled the air. I told myself I liked the quiet, but loneliness was always there. Then you stepped into my hours like you knew exactly when. When you met my lonely evenings, you didn't try to change the night. You just sat there in the stillness till the dark began to feel alright. Every silence found a reason, every shadow softened its shape. I didn't know how empty time had been till you met my lonely evenings. You asked about my ordinary days, listen like they mattered too. You laughed at the smallest stories like there was something new. I've been living on distraction, letting the hours drift past me, but your presence gave the night a pulse, like it was finally alive. For the first time in so long, I wasn't waiting for sleep. When you met my lonely evenings, they didn't feel so wide. The quiet turned into a shelter where I didn't have to hide. Every doubt that used to linger lost its grip, lost its claim. I didn't know how much I needed this when you met my lonely evenings. Maybe love don't come in daylight, maybe it shows up late, in the hours we least expected, when we're tired of being brave. I don't need the night rewritten, I don't need the past erased. If you're here when the day lets go, that's enough grace. When you met my lonely evenings, I learned how calm could stay, not by filling every moment, but by sharing it this way. If the world goes quiet again, if the hours stretch their seams, I'll remember who sat with me then, when you met my lonely evenings.
Electric guitar gently reprises the opening melody. The soft piano fades in, warm and unhurried, dissolving into a peaceful night.
I was never good at saying it straight, kept my truth behind a smile. Every feeling learned to wait its turn, stayed buried for a while. I'd answer questions halfway, leave the rest behind my eyes. I thought if I never spoke the ache, it might quietly pass me by. You watch the spaces in my sentences, like they were speaking to. When you read my silent words, you didn't need a sound. You heard the weight I never named before it pulled me down. Every fear I couldn't phrase found mercy in your calm. I didn't know how loud my heart had been till you read my silent words. We sat with things I never learned, how to put into a line. You didn't rush the meaning, you just gave it time. I'd been afraid my truth was fragile, like it'd shatter if it showed. But the way you held the quiet made it feel like somewhere safe to go. For the first time in a long, long while,
chest could finally rise. Every doubt I swallowed down lost its grip, lost its hold. I didn't know how lonely I had been till you read my silent words. Maybe love ain't always spoken, maybe it's a steady gaze, seeing past the careful answers to what the heart won't say. I don't need the perfect language, I don't need my past restored. If you hear me when I'm quiet, that's what love is for. When you read my silent words, I learned how peace can sound. Not loud, not clear, not rehearsed, just steady and profound. If the night comes back demanding, if my voice won't find its way, I remember who stood with me then when you read my silent words. Electric guitar reprises. The opening motif as soft piano fades in, warm and unhurried, dissolving into a gentle, understanding quiet.